Good morning. I'm Jamshed Baig, known as JB the Adventurer, a solo traveler and a travel blogger from Manchester, England, with over 30 years of travel experience. I have traveled to over 70 countries so far and now ready to share those wonderful adventures with you. In today's adventure, we are going to visit two places before heading off to St. Andrews. The Wallace Monument is easy to spot from most parts of the city. The 220 feet tower has dominated the Stirling skyline since its completion in 1869. The monument is located just outside Stirling and is signposted from the city centre, from Bridge of Allen, and from M80, M9 and A91. Free car parking is provided for visitors at the monument's foot of the hill, and from here you can take a quick 20 minutes walk uphill or grab a ride frequently run shuttle buses. The National Wallace Monument, known as the Wallace Monument, is a 67-meter tower on the shoulder of Abbey Craig, a hilltop overlooking Stirling. It commemorates Sir William Wallace, a 13th and 14th century Scottish hero. Sir William Wallace was born in 2070 in village Elderslie in Scotland. Sir William Wallace was Scottish knight who became one of the main leaders during the First War of Scottish Independence. William Wallace was a member of the lesser nobility, but little is definitely known of his family history or even his parentage. Blind Harry's late 15th century poem gives his father as Sir Malcolm of Elderslie. However, William's own seal found on a letter sent to the Hanse city of Lubeck in 1297 gives his father's name as Alan Wallace. When Wallace was growing up, King Alexander III ruled Scotland. His reign had seen a period of peace and economic stability. On 19th March 1286, however, Alexander died after falling from his horse. The heir to the throne was Alexander's granddaughter Margaret, Maid of Norway. As she was still a child, and in Norway, the Scottish Lord set up a government of guardians. Margaret fell ill on the voyage to Scotland and died in Orkney in late September 1290. The lack of clear air led to the period known as the Great Cause, with a total of 13 contenders laying claim to the throne. The most credible claim was John Balliol and Robert Bruce, grandfather of the future King Robert the Bruce. With Scotland threatening to descend into a civil war, King Edward I of England was invited in by the Scottish nobility to arbitrate. Before the process could begin, he insisted that all of the contenders recognize him as Lord Paramount of Scotland. In early November 1292, at the great feudal court held in the castle of Berwick upon Tweed, judgment was given in favor of John Balliol, having the strongest claim in law based on being senior in genealogical pareimatronymy to the not to proxy of the blood. Some historians believe Wallace must have had some earlier military experience in order to lead a successful military campaign in 1297. Campaigns like Edward I of England's wars in Wales might have provided a good opportunity for a younger son of landholder to become a mercenary soldier. First act definitely known to have been carried out by Wallace was his killing of William the Hazelrig, the English High Sheriff of Lanark, in May 1297. Wallace used the Ettrick Forest as a base for raiding and attacked Wishart's palace at Ancrum, Wallace and Moray met and joined their forces possibly at the siege of Dundee in early September. William Wallace defeated an English army at the Battle of Stirling Bridge in September 1297. Around November 1297, Wallace led a large-scale raid into northern England through Northumberland and Cumberland. William was appointed Guardian of Scotland and served until his defeat at the Battle of Falkirk in July 1298. By September 1298, Wallace resigned as a Guardian of Scotland in favour of Robert de Bruce, Earl of Carrick and future king. The details of Wallace's activities after this era vague, but there is some evidence that he left on a mission to the court of King Philip V of France to plead the case for assistance in the Scottish struggle for independence. There is a surviving letter from the French king dated 7th of November 1300 to his envoys in Rome demanding that they should help Sir William. It also suggests that Wallace may have intended to travel to Rome, although it is not known if he did. Wallace evaded capture by the English until 5th August 1305 when John de Menteith, a Scottish knight loyal to Edward, turned Wallace over to English soldiers at Roriston near Glasgow and handed over to King Edward I of England. Wallace was transported to London, lodged in the house of William de Larer, then taken to Westminster Hall, where he was tried for treason and for atrocities against civilians in war. Sparing neither age nor sex, monk nor nun, he was crowned with a garland of oak to suggest he was the king of outlaws. He responded to the treason charges, "I could not be traitor to Edward, for I was never his subject." Following the trial on 23rd of August 1305, Wallace was taken from the hall to the Tower of London, then stripped naked and dragged through the city at the heels of a horse to the Elm at Smithfield. He was hanged, drawn and quartered, strangled by hanging, but released while he was still alive, beheaded, then cut into 4 parts. His preserved head, dipped in tar, was placed on a pike atop London Bridge. His limbs were displayed separately in Newcastle, Berwick, Stirling and Perth. In 1869, the Wallace Monument was erected close to the site of his victory at Stirling Bridge.